welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Lori. I'm a teacher in Arizona, and this is my probably third, fourth, I don't know, something like that video that I've made at home in preparation for going back to school, back to classroom setup. So I am here. This video probably won't be as long. I say that, but we all know how I can talk, so we'll see. But this video, I'm just kind of showing you some of the last few projects I'm working on before I get to school. Will they ever really be the last projects? Probably not, but I feel like I'm getting to the probably 75–80% done. That's a pretty good feeling. So I'll show you, just to recap, our theme this year is travel and around the world with our school. So countries, traveling, things like that. That is what I have embraced for this year's theme. I'm so excited. I'll show you some of the things that you've probably caught in another video. If not, they're all just really recent down below. If you click on videos, you'll see them. These are the calendar toppers that I had from last video, but I just wanted to show them again to remind of the clip art. I'll put the clip art right here that I've used. Now, I did not make these. These are actually from the Little Ladybug shop, but this clip art is by Kate Hadfield, and she just has the cutest stuff. I really love all her stuff. The year before this, our theme was the movies, and I used her clip art for that. And the theme, the first year I was at this school teaching fourth grade, was games, and so board games and things like that. So I used her clip art for that too. So I'm a big fan of her work. Anyway, I just wanted to give you kind of a feel for what the vibe was going to be in my classroom. These are some of the other things that I've been making. When I was looking at what I was going to show you this time, there's not a ton that is different, but to be fair, that was only Wednesday and today's Saturday, so I got to give myself a little bit of a minute to, you know, chill out. Also, all day Friday, I got to play. I had a big old play date with my grandbaby, and so he and I were here and no schoolwork got done. Duh. But anyway, one thing I did do while hubby and I watched a movie the other night, movie or series, I don't know what we're watching. I put magnets on the back of all my business cards that I can't show because they're all my class and school information, but also the job titles. Again, if you want to see what all this is, the previous video, I believe, to this one is where I went through and showed how I did all that stuff. But these are all the graphics of the product that I just showed you. So these are gonna have the kids' names on them, as well as these. I have two classes, one homeroom and then my partner's homeroom. We swap, and then I teach all the English language arts and social studies, and then she does the math science. So I have two homerooms. One will have the little passports and one will have the little suitcases with their names next to the jobs, like time manager, like that. So that is what I did the other night. I sat and put magnets on everything. Doesn't seem like a big job until you realize 2 class sets of something is 60, and then all the job titles, and then all my business cards, that was another 30. So like 100 plus things I magnetized. I do order my magnets off of Amazon. I really like this brand. If you are interested, I will, I'm trying to see if it has a name. House Again, maybe? 70-piece flexible magnet round. This is how they come with, I think 2 of these, and then they're just on sheets. So there's probably 35 on each side. And then They come in these little bubble wrap envelopes. I really like them. They have been tried and true for me for a few years. So if you're looking for a good magnet, I will link these below. I say link. Yeah, I can do that, I think. I need like an Amazon storefront. That'd be a great idea. Also, it's not a new thought. I've had that thought for a while and I just don't do it. So there you go. Anyway, those are what I use, and that is what I did the other night. Couple more things I just cut out. Don't know. I do know, actually. I was sitting here looking through all of the cute clip art that I bought, and I thought this would be really fun. I wanted it, oh, I know why I did this one, so I could kind of get an idea of how I want my airplane to be for my bulletin board out in the hallway, but also I can use this on my calendar bulletin board in the classroom, which is it's next to one of my whiteboards that I don't write on. It's not really a whiteboard, it's one of those shower board, I think that's what it's called. So I use it as just a wall of bulletin board, basically. This year I'm going to use it for our read across the world, kind of a map and a challenge kind of thing I'm going to do. Not really a challenge, just to read lots of books from lots of different places is the only challenge. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, my calendar bulletin board is next to that, and it's a standard size, standard size square. So I have my calendar that we write the dates on. This can go, it's a camera. I don't know, but I did think about doing postcards all over that board, and I have downloaded from just in PowerPoint off of the internet just some pictures of around the world postcards. I think I'm just going to print those out, laminate, cut out, and just put on that bulletin board. I don't know, sounds kind of cute. Okay, next, what did I want to tell you next? Okay, so the chalkboard bulletin board, I told you kind of what my vision is for that. Again, sometimes I get to school, I start putting things up and I'm like, nope, hate it. Just no, what was I thinking? Pull it all down, try again. Another thing I did differently this year. Normally I paint, and I did go and buy them, so I'll either return them or I will use them for something eventually, or no, I won't. I don't know. Anyway, the little wooden, did I say what I was talking about? The little wooden circles I paint for gumballs, because I don't know if I have a picture. If I have one, I'll put it here. Otherwise, when we go to my classroom, I'll show you. But the gumball machine is for the kids, each have a gumball, and then they put it next to the gumball machine. I have a where am I? So it might say, our dogs are being very noisy upstairs, so I'll keep looking. I don't know what I think I'm gonna see. Them telling me what they're doing. The gumball would say like, they would put it next to, oh, that's why the dogs are noisy, because of you. I'm at the nurse, I'm at the bathroom, I'm, blah, blah, blah. So instead of that this year, I decided just to punch out shapes, gumball shapes, round circles. I'm having some issues. And then I just took a paint pen and I made the little like 3D effect. It was just one that I had in a stash. Anyway, I decided to do that because last year see there, it shows up better on the dark. Last year, the gumballs fell down a lot. And I thought maybe if they're lighter weight, and then, I don't think it was their heaviness issue. I think it was because they stuck out a little ways from the board, and so the kids would catch them a lot when they went to put theirs up. They would knock down like 3 others. So this is just my wild attempt to try to make that better. I have about half that I need here. Yeah. And then all I did is I took a bunch of the Astro Bright papers and I laminated them, and then I cut them into strips, and then let me reach. This is what I'm using to punch them out. I'm using the bigger shape. My dogs do not like this sound because it's very loud when I punch them out, so I might have to go outside and do these later, or they might just have to get a grip and deal with it. We'll see, one or the other. But those are my gumball colors, along with some that I don't see here, like purple, which I already have all the way punched out. So that is something that I worked on as well. Okay, I took a short break because the dogs needed their dinner, apparently. So I didn't feed them, my husband did, but I made the food, so that's worth a lot. Anyway, this next thing that I did, this is going to be on that big whiteboard that I was talking about, and it's gonna have a map that I showed in a previous video, and then this is gonna be the title. It's going to say read around, and it's gonna have the word around that, the world. And so I thought that was kind of fun. Maybe I'll take a little like, a heart and a book little picture and put them there. That'd be cute. Anyway, or I could just make less work for myself and be done, but that doesn't sound like me at all. Anyway, so that'll be really fun. So I also printed out all of this. What I do for my bulletin board letters, almost always, for the one that is the hallway, it does say, reading is a window to the world. Those I did buy the clip art, and that's in a previous video as well, that had the actual letters. But normally what I do is I just take, that doesn't work at all, does it? A font that I like, and here, this one I didn't cut the middle out of because it's gonna go on a white background. That is a great teacher tip. If you're gonna put something on a white background and you're printing out letters, don't cut out the middle. Save yourself a minute or an hour. Anyway, this font is one that I like by Amy Grosbeck, I think. And I can look it up if you want the actual name of the font. But I didn't make the letters ginormous because the board isn't really that big and the title isn't the main focus. It's going to be the map, and I need room on the board for all of the places we're going to read about. Not really read about, but like, well, it's going to be a loose kind of interpretation. I'm going to include authors from certain areas. Like if we read a great book and we learn that the author grew up in Toronto, then we're going to put a little picture of the book with a little yarn, little, string or something, and like a pin, but it's not pin. Know why we did one there. It's gonna be a magnet though, because it's a magnetic board, not a cork board. So we're gonna put a little pin and then around the little yarn, and then a picture of the book. So it's gonna show where the author is from, or where the book happened, where, okay, so setting of book, author, or like if it's a nonfiction, where the book, what it was, where the book was about. I can't, I'm done with words. I'm never done with words. Okay, another thing I made that I cannot actually show you much of, I'll just do it like, I'll do it like this, and I feel like this is a great idea. So some of you guys watched my last video, and I was perseverating over how am I gonna display the kids' names on my hallway bulletin board, because that's kind of the whole idea, is that the kids see their name on the bulletin board and they know, ooh, this is my homeroom. They'll know anyway, but you get it. I finally had decided on little pilot wings, which I did print out, and I'll use them for something. But then a couple of you said, what about like a passenger's list? How did I not think of that? Because that's the best idea. So passengers list, on here, like down the middle, I have started typing my homeroom kids' names. I'm so excited. I can't show you, obviously, but this is what it's gonna look like on the top. And then what I think I'm gonna do is kind of laminate it, and then I'll kind of like snake it along and maybe put a twist in it. And, you know, so I might have to add some blank pages in there. But the names are about that big. And then I did them in orange because that's our class color. So I went with ELA Airlines, very clever, right? Passenger list for flight and then the school year. So I think it's so cute. So thank you a million. That is why I love teachers and I love people in general, because we share ideas and we help each other. And I just really love that so much, because this little brain of mine sometimes is pretty full and can't come up with cute things on my own. So that is mainly what I've done. Now I do have one other, my crowning glory that I worked on, that you know if you watched my last video. But before that, I have one other thing that I want to show you. How cute is this? I found this at Goodwill today for $3.49. It's just a doodad. It's not a real camera. It's actually a bank, which maybe there's $1 million. Just kidding, I checked. There's not. So we're going back to work on Monday. But anyway, this is gonna go up on top of, I'll show you in just a minute, but like, what are the odds that I would find this cute little camera? I'm gonna take the price tag off now. Today, I wasn't even looking for anything really classroom. Well, I'm always looking, but I wasn't specifically looking for anything classroom related. Just if I happen, you know, if I happen to find something, of course I'm going to grab it, but this just fit the bill perfectly. So I have this. I have in a few videos ago, I showed you some Shein things I got. I'm sorry, I'm fighting with a sticker. I have some really cute things, like a little tiny Statue of Liberty and a little tiny Eiffel Tower and a little tiny London little luggage thing. Anyway, this is gonna be super cute. I can't wait. So the last thing that I wanna show you, I'll put the picture here again. This was my inspo picture. I wanted to create for the space, I'll put those pictures here as well, for the space that I have on top of this little, it's not really little, but this shelf. This is kind of my, right when you walk in the room, think of it like your entryway table, right? And I want to make that kind of like the theme area. Yes, I also have my alphabet. Ooh, that's something I have to dig out. I can show you that really quick too. But just kind of like welcome the theme kind of area. So here's what I made. I am so proud of these. So only nice things in the comments, please. I worked really hard on these, but to be honest, they only took like 2 hours. Here they are. I started with just plain Amazon boxes, and then, I know, look how cute. I love these. I'm not done with them 100% yet, but I went on to PowerPoint again, and I just typed in suitcase stickers. I think that's what I put in. But these, and I just, you know, like folded up the paper. I used the craft, like wrapping paper that I had from Hobby Lobby. These are just a couple of Amazon boxes. Sorry, my dog was in the backyard. Panicked me for a minute. I am gonna take some ink and I'm gonna try to kind of go around and just age a little bit this. I think it'll make it look more like 3D or real, I don't know. But these are gonna sit like this on that shelf, and I think they're just so cute. And then wouldn't this be fun on top of it? I think it's really cute. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, but only if you like it. I'm just kidding. You don't have to like it, but I do. I love it, and I think it's really fun, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. And they're lightweight, and when I'm done with them, if I can't think of anything else to do with them, I can toss them. It's okay. I made them. I can literally make these again in 2 hours if I need them for anything else, like party decorations. But maybe I'll wait first and ask around if anybody is bon voyaging anybody, because that'd be cute too, like for a cake table or something. Anyway, let me run and get the alphabet that actually, you know what? I'll just put it right here. This is the alphabet I bought. No, I'll go get it. Hold please. Okay, so I ordered these copied at our copy center. We're very blessed that we have a copy center that will do a number of things for us, mainly copying, thus, you know, their name, but they will also, if you want them to bind something, they will, but you do have to provide your own binders. So like the little swirly-goos, you know, little spirals, they'll staple, they will cut. I've never asked them to, but I'm kind of particular. I'm sure they are too. I'm sure they would do a great job, but you know, I don't know. That is also something I enjoy doing because I'm nuts, but I like sitting in front of the TV and it gives me something to do. And so I can focus better. But anyway, okay. So I showed you the product that I bought. So here they are. Aren't they so pretty? So each, and here's the problem. I couldn't decide, like, which A am I gonna go with? Is it gonna be the Andes Mountains? Is it gonna be whatever this is? You say it, I don't know. Is it going to be this? So most of them just have one, some have several. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But this was mine from last year. I printed them, this is again from the Little Ladybug shop, the movie theme. I printed them out here last year, but I brought this one because I have to cut these down to fit. What happened to Andes Mountains? Oh, they're there. So I'm just going to center them and then cut these out. Is that a pain in the neck? Absolutely. Is it my dumb luck that I would have picked one that was, yeah, it is also. I resized these last year to what I don't know, but I didn't want to ask the copy center to like be sizing and everything. And I think honestly, if I just do it from the bottom, I think it might be okay. Just doing it from the bottom up. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Just leave, I don't know. We'll see. It's fine. I have a paper cutter, so I'm gonna do that. So that is something. I also made myself a schedule, kind of, sort of what I wanna do the days I'm there. I'm gonna be there Monday, not Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we're back. But as a optional day, I always choose to go in because they pay us. I mean, I'm there anyway. Of course I can make that one of the days that I'm there. So I'm going in Friday, but I already have 2 meetings. 2 or 3 meetings that day. What? It's an optional day, so, you know, they're just trying to get things out of the way. And I get that because they're not giving us a lot of time. 25th is Friday. That's our optional day. I'm not going in Saturday, Sunday. Monday, 25 to 6 to 7, 28, we're back. 29th is our Meet the Teacher. Like, when am I gonna put my room together? We have meetings on the 28th. So, and I have a meeting, 1 or 2 meetings on the 29th. Help. So if I don't go back this next week, when am I putting my room together? When am I cleaning? That's what I'm doing first. So when I go in on Monday, the first thing, and I have my little thing here. Oh, okay. So I had to kill a bug the other day, and I don't want to ever touch that page because this is all I had with me. Had to smush him real good, and so I had to mark it. Yeah. Anyway, I have my little list here of when I'm going to do what. On Monday, I keep flipping not to that page. I've lost it completely, obviously. Here it is. On Monday, I have planned to clean the room. So what this means is the surfaces, not the tables, and here's why. I'm going to be bringing in stuff, plopping it on the tables. That's what I need to add to, I'll add that in a minute. I have like 4 big boxes of things from when I cleaned out my craft room and kind of went through everything. I decided if I don't bring this stuff in now, I may not use it until, or ever, because I'm retiring soon. And if I don't use it, it's just gonna end up at Goodwill, and that makes me sad because it's all stuff I love. So I'm going to take it in, try to really mindfully go through some of these things that I have. Anyway, put the boxes on the tables, which is why I'm not cleaning them yet. So the cleaning is going to be surface areas, like shelves, inside of book tubs. If you watched my last year classroom setup, you saw that. I clean out my tubs, just wipe them out, make sure all the books are, did I say book tubs? Maybe not. Make sure the books are in the right tub that I want them in. I have some like little plastic flower plants and things, got to clean those all off. Just have to wipe everything down. That will probably take me about 3 hours because the books are tedious. They do take a while. And how they get dusty when they're tucked under, you know, in a shelf, on a shelf, in a container with this much clearance, I don't know, but they do. They get dusty. So I can't start the year with ick. So that is thing number one. Priority one is to clean everything. Number two, I have go through files and bins. I'm very specifically thinking in my head of a few things that I know I didn't use this past year. Well, several things. And I'm just going to think about, do I want to keep it? Do I want to give it the space, the priority space that it currently is taking up? Or do I want to put that somewhere else, or even just get rid of it or pass it along? The next thing I have planned for Monday is arranging my furniture. So they've done the floors. They're done with our rooms. So I'm going to put and that really won't take long because I'm not going to change up my arrangement too much. I may leave it completely how it was last year because the number of kids that we have is right now we're sitting at 26, and that's about what I had all year last year. So because of that, I'll probably keep the same arrangement, if not exactly, sorry, I have some in my eyes, if not exactly, really close. I have one idea that I'm trying out in my brain. So we'll see. Arrange the desks, or they're not desks, they're tables. That will take me, I don't know, say 30 minutes to an hour. Did I tell you I do that? Yeah, I do, where I go through like and prioritize, or not prioritize, I assign an hourly number to things so I can kind of prioritize and see how much I can get done in a day. Otherwise, my brain is this crazy fun place that thinks I have way more time than I do. And then the last thing I have for day one, which will be Monday, is hanging up my alphabet. Now, this year, because every year I have gotten a new alphabet, this year will no doubt not be an exception. I am not going to laminate it. The last year's was on photo paper, and it's not really glary, but I kind of love that there's nothing on it, and it only has to last a year, and this is only a printout. It's cardstock. So if I had to fix something for some reason, I could. And honestly, the lamination is a pain. And then I have to spray it with the glare reducing, you know, what is it? It's just the glare reducing matte finish. That's it. The matte finish that kind of takes off the glare. And I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. So I'm just going to nail it up there the way it is with staples. So I'm going to do that on Monday. Then on day two, which will be Wednesday now, I was going to go on Tuesday, but I'm not now. I'm going to work on the hallway bulletin board and the staff bulletin board that I volunteered to do. I'm scared now because I don't have it ready. That's okay. Then on day three, I have some other bulletin boards I'm going to work on, some copying I want to get done, finish up any of the bulletin boards that I've started, because I know if I come home and I just need a couple more things printed out, you know, then you have to take them in that next day, and so on and so forth. I'll tell you more as we get there. But one more last little thing I was going to show you in case you also need this in your life. I ordered this off of Amazon and I love it. It is so fun. And if you like it, if you want one like this, I can link it for you. Let me know if you're interested. It wasn't pricey. and it hangs low enough that I think I'll be fine with it. I just loved the wooden beads. They're not, are they wooden? Yep. I think they are. Yep, I'm licking beads. That's what I do. I think they are wooden, but they're mine, so don't worry about it. Anyway, and then I'll just put my ID in here. I need to also get a new ID. I almost said IV. Maybe I do need some mental help. I need a new ID because mine broke. So hopefully I will remember to do that. It works. I mean, okay. So we have scanners, and it does not work as that, but it's me and it's an ID, so it works in the capacity that it shows who I am. Anywho, that is all. I think that is all. I had just one more thing. Hold on. Okay, and then I promise I'm going to be done. I bought clouds. This is going to be for, I think I got this at Michael's? No? I don't remember where I found this. Walmart. This is just in case I want to make clouds on my hallway bulletin board, poofy clouds, or anywhere really. So I have a whole lot of cloud stuff here, and I only need maybe like that much, but that's okay. It was only a few bucks. So that is all now. I am done. Thank you so much for watching. Next time you see me, I will officially be back in the land of teaching and prepping and getting all the things ready. It's such an exciting time of year. It's bittersweet because I have absolutely loved every minute of my summer. It has been fantastic getting to spend so much time with my grandbaby. It's been fantastic, and getting to go see Katie and all the things, and really just to not be freaking out every Sunday night. My sleep has really improved, which makes me really happy, but also kind of sad because is it going to go downhill again now? Most likely, yes. Not necessarily yes, the number of hours have improved, but the quality. My Oura Ring tells me these things, so I'm not just making this up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and next time I see you, we'll be in the classroom. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.